Okay. Let's let's see. Let's see what's recently about. Okay, that was unexpected. Really about Sidrin. I guess I really don't know much about Miss Melusine. I haven't played the world quest to know much about what's going on.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work
See, it's
wonders
not
against such
good
ills.
to just barge into playing recklessly. Really, no.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my sibling?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you...
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
And the fact it must be rough to think that just because they slipped up once, they are not alive anymore.
You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start.
Yeah, that is
So you
insane.
deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Okay, so definitely when you dive in something, I think you're going to. I think there's some portal that goes somewhere. That's like taking all of the taking child and also family. Yeah, I'm sure of that.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where are Luna and Fremine?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
Do what? No, that's just a death punishment if there's
I
nothing there.
closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
No, that's really bad news.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
Wait, what? Do they have a background?
So, you've been keeping.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea
Ooh.
with me.
That's a huge thing to ask. I wonder if Risley can even and just lore wise, can Risley even beat Adley at the knave?
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for
I
a
guess
parents'
yeah, Risley have a bargaining chip, so yeah. She might not be able to do
I've heard
much.
that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Lenny!
Why do you have to do this? Yeah, what's...
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my
I guess that's fair, yeah.
I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this
I
falls
guess,
on you.
yeah, we kind of bite first. Not us,
I
but the
shouldn't ask
Fatui.
Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
2. Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave.
Please wait, can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler!
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I want to save Remne and Lynette too.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you... I'll ask you 3 questions. And question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I can't believe he's asking. Oh no, I'm gonna have to quiz about that. I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of string with you over for a meal. It's a good thing that we already ran through the investigation on this. Let's see if we can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Regarding what happens if you follow the production zone's hidden rule? If you break into production of a meal, contain string reach. Who will see it if you keep working continuously?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fonta. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time?
That's not related.
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Yeah, that is true, but that's not related.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations. The research notes said that the Melazine race perceives the world very... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored.
Okay, so the thing with the Fonta is probably the other question, not about the production zone.
I've been told that the infirmary is always... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of Coop. The research notes said that the Melazine rate... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new... We often see Miss Sijwin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone.
Is it probably because Sejun was looking
I've been
at?
told that the infirmary is always
Oh,
empty
we'll see
for
the
the
report
half hour
later,
just
yes.
before lunch. But what
Oh
could
yeah, I guess. So Sejun was looking at the people just working. I remember that. Wonder what certain does a strange meat appear?
We often see Miss Siege. The Fonta promoter
Wait,
has.
how do I even
I've
answer?
been told that the infirmary. We often see Miss Siege.
Why does the strange meat appear the way it does?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize. According to Collins, the Pancration. The research notes said that the Melazine race perceives the world very differently from.
I don't get
Fonta's
that.
internal
I don't get
reports
it.
suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged.
Fonta, that's string, not.
We often see Miss Sijwin.
Is it really this?
I've been told that the infirmary.
Oh, wait,
is...
what? Oh, for
I've
this?
been told that
Oh,
the
oh.
infirmary is always empty.
Ah,
for
okay,
half-
I remember.
We often see Miss Si. I've been told that the infirmary.
Okay,
We
why does
often
the
see
strange meat
Miss
appear the way it
Sijwin
does?
observing the We often see Miss. The Fonta promoter has been. The research notes said that the Melazine race perceive.
Why would I know that? How would I even know that?
I've
Okay.
been told that the infirmary is always empty for the. We often see Miss Sijwin.
Okay, this one is this, and I was
I've been told that the infirmary is
Okay.
always empty for the half hour just before
Oh,
lunch.
okay, just before lunch. So yeah, I think this one. This is correct. Yeah, see, very nice to get it. Oh, I think I get it. So, Sejun made the strange meat
So
because
that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are
It's
not
the
supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
it's my one with the what's it called again? The I don't remember. I don't remember what's called, but yeah, the glasses. I kind of missed that already. They'll get strange meat if they're welfare meal.
At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijwin, the head nurse.
Oh, so that's why it's not human eatable meat.
She often
Edible.
visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health. Sijwin visits the cafeteria right before
Oh, it's a
lunch
stamina
and
boost?
cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijwin has only the best intent. Unfortunately, Melazines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics, the recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals, cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijwin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
Okay, but why would any of this matter? And why would just let them go if I answer correctly?
Alright, now for my next question. There are also some...
We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through, okay? If you violate the hidden rules of migration ring, you will receive a bag containing strange spot colored fluid. Okay, this is easy. So send the package containing the strange spot colored fluid.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
Strange spot color, but I don't get it why they would do it if we bet on two people at the same time. That's not. Why do only those who buy tickets to price prior receive the package?
Fanta's internal reports suggest that there's start. We often see Miss.
It's
The
probably
Fanta
it's
promoter
probably
has
because
been
yeah, that
struggling
it
because
doesn't
he doesn't
recognize.
recognize the real.
Yeah, the coupons thing. Yeah, this one is see, but the package containing the strange blood color. Who's
The
that?
research notes said that according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. Fanta's internal reports suggest.
Okay, yeah, so it's a new drink, and then who sent it must be this one.
According to
Yeah.
Collins,
Okay, nice. Let's go.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of.
I don't get the rule.
That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here.
Okay, that's why they send the Fanta product to the people.
And so, only those who proved...
I acknowledge the effort you've put into. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Oh no, I didn't get this whole story. I haven't got enough information to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought is
Lini.
you'll pay for this!
Oh no, are they gonna fight?
Ah!
What happened?
Lenny, are you alright?
Is that a gun? Is that a bullet? I don't get.
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was a fantastic shot.
Oh,
It
it
was
is.
nothing, Your Grace.
Oh, that's a gun.
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
But is it a real bullet?
See,
Oh, it's a. Are you some accomplice in all this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close with Nervalet, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from
I
him?
really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mine?
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
Yeah, but Lini really doesn't have a chance against Wesley. Yeah, I can just
What are
knock
you talking
Lini out
about?
in one punch.
Good time.
take me if you want. Let them...
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
You just ruined the whole moment there, Wesley.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss...
You...
I believe I hear
That's probably both of them. Oh,
Some
Florian?
space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Oh.
Fremine.
Okay, so it's not a
What's
portal.
going on? What is
What
Corinne
happened?
doing here?
Work.
Oh, jeez. She's cold.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
The
like
symptoms,
this?
it can be. What happened?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh no. No, that's really bad.
What did you say?
Please, make some space.
Is he gonna turn into water?
Thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Oh no, that's really bad. The expression looks disgusted. It seems like she'd rather not have Sidrin touch Fremine. Still, he didn't stop her. This is obvious Fremine does require urgent medical care. Sidrin examining Fremine carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. Hope Fremine will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of
A
a
large
large amount of
amount?
primordial
No.
seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
How is that not critical? Isn't that the last guy we just the last girl who touched it just instantly died?
Of course, it would be best if he's... sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now.
Okay, so
You
Fremine is
might
fine.
not believe me, but His Grace...
Lady is fine willing to stop dancing. It seems that he trusted what Sidrin just said. Okay, Lynette is fine, but Fremine...
What's
Oh
that
no.
look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
Wait, child also got the
I was
child
only out there
die?
a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it earlier.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even...
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Okay, they do have some chemistry together.
Linny, are you okay?
No, Paimon, stop asking that.
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
Yeah,
My
Paimon,
hands
don't
and feet
ask
are
to be
still a bit weak, but that's probably just...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh. Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me.
Lina let him really come to live Femina with their help. What? How are you still okay? Sidrin, are you that good? But yeah, that's good. Oh, never mind. No.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the...
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well. That's a fancy way to say okay.
The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of this.
Clarence saved Fremine from the sea? Just what happened there?